make her a widow.
I can't just shoot Dad.
George was scared out of his wits and took off running, abandoning even his beloved wife without a second thought. His father caught him red-handed, and this wedding couldn't even last an hour before Nancy forcibly tore it apart. Late one night, Nancy discovered a shocking scene. These two were still secretly meeting behind everyone's back. Fury instantly shot to her head, and she immediately rushed over to catch them in the act. The two guilty parties fled in panic. The next day after school, George ditched Annie and headed to the store with Mary instead. When Nancy saw this, she was over the moon, thinking her scheme had finally worked. Annie dragged her heavy feet into the store and asked her mother what they had bought. Her mother told her that George had purchased an engagement ring and advised her daughter to forget about this man once and for all. Annie collapsed onto the sofa when suddenly there was a knock at the door. Standing outside was none other than George, holding flowers in his hands. He gently wished her a happy birthday, then pulled out that ring and tenderly placed it before her. Only then did Annie realize everything had been for her. The two decided on the spot to elope. The next day, Nancy discovered Annie was missing and frantically questioned David, only to learn that her daughter had been gone for hours. The two of them jumped on horseback and rode to George's house, where they learned that George's father knew nothing about the elopement. All four adults immediately launched into a frantic chase. But in those days without registration systems, this young couple had already found a judge and completed their wedding ceremony. When the parents arrived at the judge's house, gasping for breath, they received earth-shattering news. The couple were now legally married and were looking for a place to spend their honeymoon. The town only had 2 hotels, so the four of them had to split up for their final manhunt.